footage came from the internet.
This particular, it comes from the internet, is coming from New Mexico.
Okay.
Okay, from the near the border.
The Southwest, we're heading down toward regular old Mexico and in New Mexico.
Maya Donnelly awoke to what she thought was thunder early morning hours, but dismissed it as, some bad weather and went back to sleep. Later that morning, she looked into the carport in her home, and she saw pieces of wood on the ground. She then found a bulky bundle wrapped in black plastic. Inside was roughly 26 pounds of marijuana.
Wow.
Worth about $10,000, and they say it was likely dropped there accidentally by a drug smuggler's aircraft.
Okay.
The cops are actually trying to determine whether it was transported by an actual aircraft or a pilotless drone. They say runs like that occur since they're so close to the Mexico border pretty often.
So they just dropped, it must have fallen out, or they planned on dropping it somewhere else, and that was not part of the
they say
actual
it's
drop.
Pretty much accidentally. They say they figure that this package landed there, and then the rest of it, they're alluding to more in a bigger shipment, maybe further north dropped.
Man.
Yeah.
Every single stoner on the planet has dreamed of this scenario at least once. You know what I mean? Like, it lands, they find it, and then they look around, and it's just, I see this gigantic bale of weed. I could really use some pizza to go with this.
Yeah, immediately the woman was like a little nervous and said, let me call my husband because I'm pretty sure this probably has drugs in it. And of course it did. Cops came. They think it's unlikely that somebody's going to come back to the house looking for the drugs. They only had to pay about $500 in repairs to pay for the damage to the doghouse and their carport, because that's what got, kind of busted in it. They said they were lucky that it landed, on the other side of the bedrooms, and they didn't have to, do any other major repairs. But what a lot of people say to them, she says, is, why did you actually call 911? She says, but how can you have a clear conscience? She says, we could have made lots of home repairs with that money.
Did they have any kids, or was this like a single
They have 3
family?
teenage daughters.
Oh, okay. How could you live with it with a clear conscience? Very easily, actually. You have teenage daughters? How about this? Get one of their idiot boyfriends to sell it for you. Just buy him a PS4, tell him to keep his trap shut, and you pocket the rest of the $9,500. You don't have to worry about getting arrested, because the cartel will find the kid selling it before the cops do. And before he can even squeal on you, they'll just whack Hayden or Bryson or whatever teenage boys are named in 2015. And then A, your drug problem is solved, and B, you don't need to worry about him getting your daughter pregnant anymore. Brandy, don't ever let anyone tell you that I am not solution-oriented.